Okay, another aspect in continuation with our video, another aspect that we are going to be talking about is how do I know that the work is going on correctly or rightly? That is, what can one do as an administrator of the church to know what is happening? Sometimes there are things out there, people will say you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. But there are some key things that you have to do. One of them is record keeping. As you do all of what you can do, one of the things you should try to establish is try as much as you can to establish a record system. Even if you do it handwritten, do that and have a file for everything. Because one of the things that I find out that give church administrators a hard time, most especially the pastors, is that if you went to a parish, you inherited a parish from somebody, which of course is always going to be the case, the record system is one of the things you should look up to. This will help you to understand and know how many people you are dealing with. It may not be 100%, but at least it's better to start one because that will help you. Because if you do not know the number of people that you are dealing with, then the problem that comes is that how will you then cater to their needs? Sometimes we overlook that, but it's very crucial in church administration. It's good to have the record system, like you have the names of people who are baptized and confirmed, commune member, and you have to have the names of those children that are baptized so that you can follow them up to see when they will reach the age of confirmation. Other than that, you're going to lose contact of them, and then at the final end, you will not understand what to do with them. And also record keeping is one of those, the aspect of record keeping is finances. This is one of the most troublesome area in our churches, if not even our country. How to handle the finances of the church. It's not that you're going to take everything, as we said earlier. You have to have other people to work along with you, but you should also have, there are certain things that you have to know of so that when time comes you will be able to best explain to them or best understand what is going on, and that is the finance area of the church. You should make sure that there should be a periodic reporting time and find a time frame and system as to how to get revenue and how to get expenses out. You can do it very simple. You don't have to make it so complicated. Since most of us pastors don't have the financial knowledge as people who are as accountant or people who are in the business world. But at least if you can keep a simple account system, it will be very fine. And people will get to understand that. And based on that, people will be encouraged to contribute to the church. I know maybe you have heard that if you have not, just try it. What will happen is that people will want to know how much people are paying, even if they are not the one paying the money. And most of those people who will complain are those people that will not pay more money or they will not even contribute to the work of the church. But because of sometimes lack of finances, lack of good financial record or reporting system, what happens is that you don't know what to do. And sometimes pastors are accused of not visiting people. These things happen because of poor record system. If you have record system up to date, then you will know exactly what is happening. Because if you visited somebody and you have in your diary, oh yeah, I visited this person at this point, when this thing happens, what will happen there is that you will see that they will say, oh yeah, he visited, because they will be afraid that you will bring them to book. So in this light, record keeping is very much important. It will help you to do what you can do. It will help you to know exactly what the church is doing. If not 100%, but at an average level, that will help you. It will also help you to make a periodic report to the church head office, to the central administration. But you do not have good record system. When time comes for report, you will be jumping from here, there, finding reports, going to deacons, evangelists to give you information. But then this information may not be correct because they will do it hurriedly, or sometimes they may even keep the correct number and give you less number. So you have to know and work on that. That is very, very much important. That is a great deal of what that deals with parish administration. It will help you to understand that. It will help you to know who is doing what and who is not doing what. Then, of course, how can one keep a clear financial record? Is to have a clear budget. Have a good budget. For me, budgeting is not having huge number of money. In fact, let me come back to this. Budget is not that you have cash on hand. Budget is a paper prepared, made so as to guide you that you will receive certain amount of money and then you will use it this way. So when people make budget, that does not mean that they have the cash on hand. And you have to be very careful to deal with people. Other than that, they will think that the budget we made, there's money already. There's no money there. But you made this paper to help you, guide you how to spend money in the parish. Then it means that your focus should not be how high the budget is, but it should be how you can handle this budget so that at least you will pay it. Other than that, you will have a huge budget, like one person said, oh, we made $500,000 budget. And of course, they could not even get, in fact, 10% of that. So what was the need of making budget? It was needless. So please, when you are making budget, don't go that high. Make it in a way that everyone will be a part of it, and then everyone will take part. Once they take part in it and they know what is going to be done on that budget and know what budget means, then of course they will have to work it out. But if it's just, sometimes you give it to a budget committee, I agree. But when they get this, your duty should be to go and go through it with the congregation to find out, so that everyone will know where they stand and what they are supposed to do for the church, and tell them the reason of the budget. I may not know the way you plan it, but it entails the most important or more cardinal point. So with that, then you are able to do what you are going to do. Then the budget is going to work fine. Then you will see that people will be moved, especially when people pay money. Make sure that you give them periodic report. If for any reason there's no way to get this report done, tell them in advance why you did not make the report, so that they will get to understand. Just as we said, church administration is not one person's thing. Church administration is for everybody. If you want your administration to go well, you have to get people involved. And once people are involved and they know what is happening, then they will be able to take part in it. Most especially in the church where force is not needed. So as you go through, this is what we are seeing. And the next time now we're going to come back will be the Constitution of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, so that it will help us to know the structure. Thank you very much, and goodbye.